Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I done this adorable little girl's hexi carding. It's really easy, super beginner friendly. And this is the yarn we're going to be working with. So let's get started. The materials you're going to need is a 8mm crochet hook, I don't know if you can see that, but you will also need a tapestry needle for your ends, a pair of scissors, and any 3 to 4 weight yarn. I will be using this right here. It's Red Heart. It's labeled as a 4 weight, but to me it feels more like a 3 than a 4. I also know, it recommends the 5mm, 5.5, but I'm a firm believer and you can use whatever size hook you want to use. This was a 10-ounce skein, and this is the bright stripe. So let's jump right in. Alright, so I know that with a lot of hexi cardies, they want you to start with a magic ring, and I'm all for the magic ring, but for some reason with this one, mine kept coming loose at the armpit crotch, so I don't like the way they feel personally. So I am going to chain 4, join that with a slip stitch, and chain 3. This chain 3 will count as a double crochet every time you do the chain 3. But we are going to be placing clusters into the circle. And for these clusters, you're going to need 3 double crochet, which is what we have. We're going to chain 2, and we are going to place another cluster, and by the end of this you should have 6 clusters, because you're going to need 6 sides to for your cardigan to fold right. And yeah, so chain 2, and if you keep this kind of pushed over, everything will fit, and you can still kind of tighten it back down by if you're going around your little tail as you go, because I hate weaving in the ends. Sorry, I'm kind of sniffly. And this will be our last little cluster. And after this, don't forget to do your chain 2. And you're going to slip stitch right here in the top. Now just kind of pull that tight. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then from here, I personally, I don't like the other methods, so I slip stitch 1, 2, and then go into this little space, chain 3, place a cluster, chain 2, go right back into that same space and place one more cluster, and then we're not going to chain or anything. You're going to yarn over and just jump straight into that other chain 2 space. Place a cluster, followed by chaining of 2, cluster. So right here we're just forming our corners. And in doing that, we're also starting to create our little bridges. So again, we don't chain going over to this one. We just yarn over, go straight through, place a cluster, chain 2,
You can do it in a second.
place a cluster, chain 2, and this, doing it like this, I didn't have any issues keeping it straight or anything like that, and you can make this as big as you want to. And I can show you a couple of tricks for making the back piece too, if you need the back piece wider. And then at the end again, we are going to slip stitch over to this corner. And chain 3, followed by 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then place 3 double crochet all in that same chain 2. On this round, this is when we will start our doing the side pieces too. So to do those, you are not going to chain again, you're just jumping over into that space, and you're going to put 3 double crochet. And then without doing a chain, jump straight over into your chain 2 space and place 1 cluster, chain 2, Alright, and that's what we're going to do all the way around for this round. Your corners will always have 2 clusters and 2 chains. Your side pieces will just have the 3. So continue doing that all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Alright, so I'm placing my last single side cluster. When you're working on this, the only thing that should be changing for you is your number of side single clusters. Your corners should always have your 2 clusters and 2 chains, and you see how you can already kind of fold it, and it's, you know, taking the shape of your jacket or cardigan, whatever we're going with. We are going to slip 1, 2 times, and then into the chain 2. So every time you begin these, this is the way you're going to start. And you can do this for as many rounds as you need to. For the adult large, I'm working on another one. I think I have 27 rounds on it. I'll show it to you guys also. So yeah, last round we only had 1 side single cluster, And this round we will have 2 on every side. Alright, but keep doing this until it's the size you need it to be, and we will put them together. Alright, so I'm at the end of round 9, and for this we are at a little over 12 inches in the arm span. This will be a little over 24 total, and the same for the length. I am going to do one more round, but I am changing my color. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. And come over here. And then pull that down. Chain 3. I like to secure my changes, and I normally like to do like that. And one more just for good measure. Alright, I'm going to do round 10 for this one and on my second panel, and I'll meet you back and we can put them together. Okay, so once you do that last row, I don't cut off from here. I turned mine to where my stitches is on the wrong side of the work, you know, and pull that tight a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here, and then here, and well, and then I'm just going to slip stitch all the way down, going into the stitches. And that's all we're going to do all the way across. Okay, so once you have slip stitched all the way across the top, pull this up some and turn this the correct way. And then see there, you got just a nice cute little seam straight across. And then you're going to take your other, okay, so we're going to grab these back panels. And if you need to, grab a couple of stitch markers. All right. All right, so from over here on that last stitch that we done, we are going to only go into, I know this is black yarn and it's kind of hard to see, but this very last post, we are going to slip there and into the first and the second chain. And then we will go to here. And then we're just going to work our way up, slip stitch in the whole way. All right, do that all the way and I'll meet you back at the top. All right, so once I get to the end, I'm just going to chain one, cut my work, leaving me a nice tail to secure it. Pull that through, and then we are going to grab this corner, this one, we're going to do the same thing, making sure that this side is turned inside out. And then, in a minute we'll fix it. But go ahead and do this arm the same way you did that one. And I'll meet you back. Alright, so once you get to the end, I normally leave the last one on both of these just kind of off so you have more room. But I chain one, and I fasten off, leaving me a tail so I can weave everything in. And you have completed your little cardigan. But yeah, you are done. Now all you need to do is weave in all your little ends. If you wanted to, you could do a single crochet around the cuff if you wanted to bring that in. But yeah, other than that, beautiful work. Hope you guys had fun. Love you, bye.